Harbor Me by Jacqueline Woodson, Chapter 35. I turned off the recorder and put it back into my knapsack. It was almost 3 o'clock, but just like most Fridays now, none of us moved. We'd started ignoring the time weeks ago. It was strange to remember that we'd come into this room confused about why we were here. Now we could barely remember a time when we weren't here. Hey, Amari said, since we all doing some sharing, before we all bounce for the weekend, I want to show you something. He opened his drawing pad and we all leaned toward him. I've been copying some of these comic book guys, Amari said. I got some sweet characters. I'm going to put all of y'all in there too. It's going to be so tight. It's like my brain is frying with ideas. Amari had the biggest smile on his face that I'd ever seen, which made the rest of us smile and look through the comics. Even me and Holly went over to see what the four of them were getting all excited about. Some people try to hate on comics, but they get you inspired, Amari said. It's like, man, like, look at this guy. He opened a Black Panther comic, and the Black Panther was big and black and strong on the page. Outside the ARTT room window, the schoolyard was bright and cold. The strange thing is, I don't remember any other sound but Amari's voice. There must have been kids playing. There must have been yelling and laughter and horns blowing, but none of it comes back to me. Just Amari's smile, his comic books, us gathering around him. Like, what if the Black Panther was just a kid in the school, he said. Just a regular kid. That's what I was thinking last night. Every comic book hero used to be a little kid in school once. So what if kids like us are the superheroes, right? The real superheroes. Amari was talking fast. The other boys were nodding as he turned the page of the comic book. Like Estevan, Amari said, who's the Dominican Superman. I mean, we got Miles Morales. He's the Puerto Rican Spider-Man, so we got Tiago covered. But Ashton, who's the superhero whose dad works at Key Foods? And, like, for me, who's the guy who doesn't get to play with guns, so he has to find out another way to destroy? Amari looked at me. Haley, I got you too. Superhero girl who lives with her uncle. I got you too, Holly. Your richness is your superpower. I waited for Holly to get mad at Amari for calling her rich, but she didn't. She was even smiling a little. I'll take it, she said. Just hook me up with a nice cape. We must have headed out soon after that, because I remember us all walking down the hall and out into the schoolyard together. We walked slowly, still talking.